Hi boys and girls, today we're going to talk a little bit about mindfulness. Now I know that we start every morning with mindfulness and that we know what it is, but I'm just going to kind of review a little bit why we do mindfulness and why it's important. So mindfulness is all about being present. When you're in the present moment, you're not worrying about what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow. You're focused on what's going on right now. Also, when you have a mindful mind, you're able to recognize your emotions. And remember, it doesn't matter what emotion you're feeling at that time. There's no right or wrong emotions, but you can use mindfulness to manage those emotions. And we can do that by practicing controlling our breath and clearing our thoughts. And that's a really great way to stay focused on the present. So just for an example, let's look at this jar of glitter. So let's pretend like this jar of glitter is our mind. Right now, the glitter is showing a mindful mind. All the glitter is at the bottom. It's all relaxed and calm and in the moment. But sometimes we lose our mindful mind. Maybe we're stressed out because of an argument we got into with our sister that morning. Or maybe we're worried about a math problem we couldn't figure out yesterday. Or maybe I got in an argument with my mom about cleaning my room. Or maybe I was just stressed out because I didn't get to have my favorite breakfast. And now I'm losing my mindful mind. So now it's our job to take some deep breaths, recognize those emotions, so we can get all of our glitter back down to the bottom and have our mindful mind. When we have our mindful mind, it's easier for us to be kind to others, for us to focus on what we're doing, and to be a better learner. So in a moment, I'm going to teach you a couple different ways that you can practice mindfulness. All right, now I'm going to teach you a couple different breathing techniques to help you practice mindfulness. Now, a lot of these are things that we have already learned how to do in the class, but I just want to review so that way you can do this at home, because you can practice mindfulness anywhere. You can practice in the car, you can practice before bed, you can practice when you first wake up in the morning, and it's just a great way to help you get ready for your day. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to teach you is how to breathe using the chimes. So if you want to use the chimes, you can either listen back to this video and so you can hear the chimes, or you can even look up on YouTube mindfulness chimes and you can use that as a breathing tool. So remember, I take my chimes and every time I hear the chime, I'm going to breathe in, and when I hear the chime again, I'm going to breathe out. So let's practice that for 10 breaths all together. One more. And back out. Now when you're doing mindfulness, it helps if you're sitting down on the ground, crisscross applesauce, your eyes are closed, and this helps you just getting focus. But for some of you, maybe standing up and having your eyes open works better for you, but I'm just telling you what works best for me. So another strategy that you can do at home is practicing breathing on your hand. Now I know this is a lot of people in our class, this is their favorite strategy. So So all we do is we take out our hand, and using our hand helps us reminds us to take nice slow breaths. So first thing I'm going to do is breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now remember, when you're doing your breaths, you don't want them to be super fast because it's not a race. It's all about managing our breathing and helping us stay in the present moment. And if you get to the end of your fingers and you feel like you need to do more breaths, you can do it again. Mindfulness can take 2 to 10 minutes, however long you feel, to just have that mindful moment to help get you present again. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to teach you is called a 10 count. So when I do a 10 count, first thing I'm going to do is find my anchor hand. So your anchor hand is where you feel your breath the most. So go ahead and sit there and take a breath. And notice, where do I feel my breath the most? So maybe I feel it right in front of my face. So I'm going to put my hand right here. Maybe I feel it in my chest. For me, I always feel my breath the most in my belly. So I'm going to put my hands on my belly. When you're doing a mindful breath, you want to make your belly really big on each breath. And now doing the 10 count is kind of tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe and count to 10 in our head. And when we're counting in our head, we are trying to clear our mind, make our mind absolutely blank, which can be tricky if you start counting. If you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, what am I gonna watch on TV later? Maybe you start thinking about something else. That's okay. Just start over again from 1 and keep trying until you can get to 10. Just focusing on numbers 1 through 10. If you get to 10, start over again. And I suggest doing this for maybe like 30 seconds. So I'm going to try doing this with you. Ready? Begin. I'll do 1 with me counting out loud, but remember, when you do this, you count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By now, you should have your mindful mind, and we always finish our mindfulness the same way. We take a deep breath in, do a shark fin, and let it out nice and slow. All right, thank you for joining me for mindfulness. I'll try to make another video next week and continue to have that mindful mind. Thank you.